everybody, welcome back to another video. I'm Propelvin Gaming here, and today I'm playing some more Bloons Adventure Time Tower Defense. So today, we are back in Martian games once again, same thing as yesterday's video. So 7 clones, we're doing another ally army, and like I mentioned in yesterday's video, we're doing Betty Grof this time. We're gonna get to see what an army of randomness is truly capable of. I'm not all that confident this is gonna go that well, but let's give it a shot. I think once again we're probably going to make it to the bad balloon and likely die really fast. But this time we have 2 allies, so, you know, we don't need nearly as many warrior PBs. But let's just get started. Again, same thing. It's fortified, there's shield balloons, and it's a pretty easy map, but not super easy. So once again, basically the same strategy. Warrior PB, start with all of our cobras, which I believe is still 3. We may have more, but I'm pretty sure it's still 3. It is, yeah, still 3. Cool. Still only 3 cobras. But we'll get started in terms of money making. I don't know if it's going to be easier or harder than Wizard Lord. Betty Grof is a very odd ally because she's one of the allies that has random stuff, but her version of randomness is random projectiles, which is really weird. So yeah, I didn't actually showcase the builds for this. I will do it at the end of the video, but also I did it in yesterday's video, so you can check that video out too if you haven't seen it. If I remember, I'll put a link in the description. What was I going to say? What else was I going to say? I think that's pretty much it. Yes, no, so if you want to see the build, you can either wait till the end of the video where I'll go over Warrior PB, what trinkets and weapon, well, she has no weapon, what trinket she has. But I also did it in yesterday's video, so you can take a look at that too if you haven't already. But yeah, once again, we're just going to get Alchemy on Dr. Monkey because Warrior PB without a weapon can't solo anything because she attacks too slowly and has almost no range. So Dr. Monkey to the rescue, not to mention Alchemy. The golden balloons does make a fair bit of money, so that should be fairly helpful as well. And it's just going to let us survive until we are ready for Betty Grof. Betty Grof, however, is significantly more expensive than Warrior PB, so that's not great. That's definitely not great. So yeah, Betty Grof, significantly more expensive than Warrior PB, so that's obviously not a very good thing in the slightest. But all things considered, actually, what am I saying? Okay, this is me being dumb. Okay, so here's the deal. Betty Grof is cheaper, but her upgrades are significantly more expensive. That would be what I meant to say. Obviously not what I did say there, but, you know, close enough. Yeah, so if you guys haven't seen the strategy before, Born to Rule is the key to this. Royal Treasury and Reinforcement apply to everyone's allies, aka all allies get a discount and you can have one more of every single ally. Except this stacks with Send the Clones, so you have multiple Warrior PBs, multiple Born to Rules, infinite allies. It's a lot of fun. Having an army of allies is really cool, it makes for some really odd strategies. I've done it with Martian, I did it with Wizard Lord recently, I've done it with Vampire King, I've done it with Tech Terrors, and now I'm doing it with, Betty Grof, that would be her name. So yeah, it should be a lot of fun. Betty Grof's definitely an interesting one. Has Soul Steel, has Fire Kitties, has, what else does she have? Soul Steel, Fire Kitties, normal magical projectile, at least basically a normal magical projectile, might be a slightly different. And then the final thing Betty Grof has is Freeze? I think Freeze is her other upgrade, so I'm gonna try to max it out quickly. Just one to have a little bit of a defense here. Actually, what am I saying? Upgrading her is really ineffective. I'm far better off just spamming her for the most part, so that's what I'll start with. I'll get my 4 Betty Grofs, and then I will go for some more Warrior PBs to get even more money making set up, which should be great. I don't know I'm putting them back here, I just know I am. Speaking of which, speaking of which, I'll put a Warrior PB here so we have a bit of a Guguma meter effect, because why not? With the second Born to Rule, we really should start having a ridiculous amount of cobras, and we'll have practically infinite money, so that should make things pretty easy. We can get as many Betty Grofs as we want. Again, sort of, not exactly, but we'll see. Honestly, Betty Grof is a very fun tower, and actually one of the more useful allies because she has the Soul Steel ability if you don't have Unsanity here, super great. And she also has base cam protection and can have left palm power through her Fire Kitties. So she is just in general very, very helpful, one of the better epic allies. And she has decent damage. Not incredible. If you've seen some of my epic ally army videos, I say some, I've really only done one. But if you've seen it before, then you know she does a pretty good job, but she's definitely not capable of soloing all that much. She needs a fair bit of support because she is, as her upgrade, or not as her upgrade, as her, like, character description says, unpredictable. which obviously doesn't work all that well when you have to be sort of predictable to win, because if you lose unpredictably, you still lose, so that would obviously cause some issues. I think I'll go for one more set of Cobras here, just to make sure we have absolutely more than enough money than we could ever need, and by that, of course, I mean, we will reach the $10,000 per round money cap, because that exists. If you didn't know, that is very much so a thing. An annoying thing, but very much so a thing. Was that both of them? Or was that that was my second one, okay. Betty Grof here, and then we'll do yet again another Warrior PB. Also, first World Class Balloon, how's it going? Once you reach the Betty Grof army, the Soul Steel obviously makes this work pretty well, but the damage itself is, like, really, really bad. Like, just ridiculously bad. Are we dead? We might be dead real quick. Just quick small issue. I'm gonna quickly drop a Vampire King here. This is so we don't lose. So, obviously, there's gonna be more class balloons, so if we can't beat them, we can't beat them. I'm gonna find that out pretty soon. But just in case it was a case of I need to spend my money, I'm gonna turn Auto Start off and start actually upgrading these Betty Grofs now. I didn't think it was worth it at the start, but it definitely might be. Just because I don't think something's worth it does not mean in the slightest that it is not. I'll also do what I did last time and sort of spam some Warrior PBs around the place just to make sure they're all getting buffed, and that, what else was it? That Guguma Meteor applies to everything / everyone, so that's obviously pretty important as well. With that should be a pretty decent amount. Put one more over here. And that's a decent amount of Gugumama meters. Let's go ahead and start upgrading some of these very, very slowly. One of them. Yeah, hopefully we're not going to lose to World Class Bloons. That would be pretty disappointing, and that would kind of suck. It's certainly possible, but that would still really suck. So hopefully that is not the case. For those curious about the Rainbow Beam coming off my Warrior PB, I don't really know what it is. I'd be happy if you guys know what it is, then please tell me, because I really have no idea. It does look like we're doing better here, but still, yeah, no, we are popping them. So it is a big difference. Having everyone, I think, being Warrior PB buffed is a pretty big deal. I say everyone, it's still totally not everyone. So I'm actually going to go for Pierce. And do any of these give range? No, none of these give range. Never mind, that's pointless then. Unfortunately, Warrior PB does not have a lot of range in this current circumstance, so I kind of just need to put her practically everywhere if I want her to affect everything. So even still, every Betty Grof is very much so not being affected, but most of them are, so it should be more than enough. But I really do need to make sure that I place quite a few Warrior PBs here, just spread out, to make sure we're all good here, and everyone is getting all the buffs. So, speaking of that, let's just upgrade some more Warrior PBs here, and get us some more Betty Grofs, because why not? No reason not to go for even more incredible Betty Grofs of randomness. I'm not liking this. We're struggling so much here. Not going well at all. BFBs, though, we are still handling. Round 18 has the DT and ZMG, which could definitely prove fatal, depending on how well this goes. This probably will be a shorter video, by the way, simply because it doesn't take very long to make it past these rounds, and if we don't make it to Bad Balloons, the motion game is actually really fast. It's just once you start making it to Bad Balloons, then the motion game starts taking ages. Attack speed boost, because we're doing a bad job and there's still mobs alive. Are we good? I think we're good. Okay, cool. Still very close, though, and I'm relying on my, two Betty Grofs over here, which I don't love. I'm not super confident about ZMGs or DTs, but I wasn't that confident with Wizard Lords, and they turn out pretty good, so we'll see. Maybe the Betty Grofs can do it. Maybe they can't. I'm gonna find out. What else? I guess just keep upgrading the Warrior PBs. Keep getting even more incredible, powerful Betty Grofs. Ooh, never mind. This is me thinking through some things. So, motion gems, if you don't know, there's all the motion tier gear. I think the one I want to get is, I'm pretty sure there's one that is actually Magic Man's hat, which is what Betty Grof's wearing, that gives towers an extra random projectile. I want to get that. I haven't seen it in ages, and I don't remember how much it costs, but I'm pretty sure that's a thing, unless I'm imagining it. But I'm almost positive that was a thing, and if it was a thing, that sounds super cool, so I think I'm going to try to get that. I'm not super sure if it was a thing, but I'm pretty sure it was a thing, so we'll probably go for that at some point. When I have enough motion gems for it. If you guys have it, let me know if it's cool. And also, if you guys remember, let me know how much it costs, because I do not remember. I could look it up on the wiki, I probably will, so it's not that necessary. But if you know off the top of your head, feel free to leave a comment letting me know, hey, it costs this much. That would be rather helpful. I think we should be mostly good here, though. We're definitely doing a lot better. I can turn auto start back on, no reason to have it off at this point. We still aren't in a great position, obviously, though what I do still need to do is get Cobra's upgrades. I did that last time. I still need to do that, so we'll go ahead and upgrade Cobra. Attrition might be significant, but I've done it for everyone else, so why not? And then I also obviously have Monkey Stim, which is going to be somewhat useful. Make sure we basically have Promo Warning Horn. That's somewhat significant, though. We'll see if it makes that big of a difference. It definitely might not. And again, one more Born to Rule upgrades, because Born to Rule upgrade is the best upgrade for this challenge, because it's the only thing that lets this be possible. I mean, yeah, no, it's pretty important, obviously. When it's necessary to make something work, it's generally considered a rather important thing. Okay, fortified BFBs and multiple BFBs. I'm not loving my odds of this. I will say, by the looks of it, the Soul still does a lot of initial damage, but doesn't have a DOT, which is interesting, because Hunter Marcelin's and Hunter Navigator Soul Steel has a DOT effect. But I'm pretty sure this one just has an innate damage, which is kind of odd. Once again, let's just spam the attack speed boost, see, can we handle the warrior, not the warrior, can we handle the, what's it called? Fortified BFB, can we handle it? It looks like we probably can, though I'm not super certain. Yeah, we're all good, awesome. Still though, we're definitely in a little bit of danger here. I wouldn't say all good. I think that's a bit of, what's the word? A bit of, yeah, honestly, no idea. It's false. We're not safe. I wouldn't say we're alright yet. We're definitely not alright yet. Especially with next round bringing DTs, which could spell doom. Or if not DTs, ZMGs could also be really brutal, especially if we get a fortified one, almost for sure dead. And again, even if we don't, there's still the impending doom of round 23 with the good old Bad Balloon. Yay, it's a Bad Balloon. It's going to be interesting to see. I doubt we're going to do very well because currently it looks like our damage is really bad. And we basically rely on having the Soul Steel, that's the word. We basically rely on having the Soul Steel to stand any chance at popping pretty much anything, so obviously that's not that great. It does look like we're doing pretty decently though, now that I'm actually putting Betty Grofs in somewhat strategic places where they'll get buffs from Warrior PBs, and then actually upgrading them all too. It's making a pretty big difference. So I feel like overall we're doing a pretty decent job here. We're definitely doing better, I'd say, than we were doing like 2 rounds ago. Though as soon as I say that, the fortified BFB makes it super far. This round is going to be a big test. If we can beat this round, we're probably going to make it to round 23. Not for sure, but more than likely. But again, not all that confident about this round. So let's see. I'll hold off, save my warning horns. How poorly or good is this going to go? Not a lot of confidence on my part, but we'll have to wait and see what really happens. Okay, fortified more class balloons and no more class balloons to start. Pretty easy, obviously. BFB's not that bad either, but we're gonna see the DTs any second now. DT time. Did we even steal a soul? I'm assuming we stole the soul of that DT, though. It looks identical. It's definitely in a paw, but not easily. And so much for that definitely. That's, So attrition definitely being pretty key here. We have a fortified ZMG. Yeah, I honestly would be really surprised if we win this. Doesn't mean we won't, just means I'd be really surprised if we do. I can't afford 2 more Betty Grofs, so I'll make sure to get those, because who wouldn't want 2 more Betty Grofs? You upgrade it, awesome. And then 1 more I can put somewhere, probably over here. Never mind, you're gonna go over here. And we're out of money. So, spam the warning horn. Can we handle the ZMG? It doesn't look like it, honestly. It looks like we're super doomed. We could probably deal with a normal ZMG, though I'm not super confident. The DT alone was almost deadly, so fortified DTs probably would have been enough to take us out. And this fortified ZMG also looks like it's probably going to be enough to take us out, which kind of sucks. What are you going to do? It's a little too bad, but again, what are you going to do? There's only so much you can do. Yeah. I do quickly want to say, if you hear a noise in the background, I'll hopefully fix this in audio or in editing somehow, but it's an alarm going off. Don't worry, it's nothing. It's just, yeah. It's actually a reminder to record this video because I didn't want to wait for the Martian games to run out, because that would have obviously kind of sucked. But hopefully, well, not hopefully, obviously it hasn't. We're here recording this video. I'm just going to quickly stop that. So, yeah, I'm back, obviously. I don't actually know how loud those things are. There's a lot of noises I hear while recording, and I'm like, I hope that can't be heard in the actual video. I don't think it usually can be, even if they're somewhat loud to me. I don't really know why that is. I guess the microphones are designed to pick up, like, people talking for the most part, so I suppose they're probably focused on hearing noises from people talking. Not to mention, I'm pretty close to the microphone, so that would obviously mean my voice is louder and amplified and stuff. We did pop the ZMG, by the way, but we have no shot at beating these BFBs. We are very much so doomed. But yeah, so, I don't know. Sometimes I question, what can you guys hear and what can't you hear? I'll never truly know. Well, I probably will eventually, but not right now. And fortified morbs are the death of us. We actually did pretty decent there. Why are we at 1 life? I'm very confused by that. Why did we go from 200 to 1? That's really weird. But anyways, sure, I guess. That kind of sucked, Betty Grof. Yeah, not the best. Please, once again, I mentioned this in the last video as well, but leave a comment if you guys have any ally suggestions you want me to do this in the next Martian games. Please leave a comment and let me know. If you have any other video ideas, game suggestions, if you want to say hi, you want some help with something, I can, if you want to leave a question, and we'll try my best to answer it as fast as possible. Okay, sorry about that. I thought I heard ringing. It's a weird thing sometimes. If I hear a noise for too long, then in my mind, I just keep hearing that noise for a while, even though it's not actually there. Like, it's subtle. It's weird. But anyways, not important. Give the video a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you're new here, or if you just haven't subscribed yet. If you haven't, I'm looking at you, whoever you are. And yeah, just have a wonderful day. I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye!